your midday fix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Hello there and happy Friday. I'm Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us. Indeed, happy Friday.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
And I'm Chal Lontoc. Join us for the next happy hour and a half, where the news meets the stories that matter to you.
We're so happy because we look like ice cream flavor.
I'm pistachio.
Yeah. I'm blueberry.
I'm Ube. I'm what? Pastel.
Peach,
Cotton candy. Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm lost.
Guys, what's going on? Every day we have news on beauty contests.
Yes,
now,
it doesn't end.
The Miss Universe controversy apparently is still heating up. Because now the host, Steve Byrne, is saying that the owner, now what?
allegedly
Has attempted to host the pageant himself and fire him.
That's crazy.
Literally host the pageant.
That's what I
He was
understand
the
from the
owner.
article I read.
Wow.
That's
multitasking.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for saying that. I had other words, but yes, we'll accept multitasking. My goodness. But
So he came out in this video and he was talking about it. And like what Ferdi said, every week there is something. Every day, actually.
Every day.
this
So
week.
stand by next week. Let's
Let's
see what'll be
see.
coming out.
And we always break it. But you know what else is trending online? Chinese beauty standards. It's actually super crazy. If we watch, there we're
And
rolling
there's
the
a clip.
videos.
I hope you can run a short clip
There,
of it.
because like for example, there's one where they put us in like a fish.
In
to
your
see
collarbone.
In your collarbone.
If
to
it
see
catches the fish and there's
Yeah.
water there, then you got
Yeah.
the
they
beauty
have
standards
a
If
up.
2
the
kilo
sw-
tilapia for me.
If the fish can swim in your collarbone, then you're the next big thing
And
in
then
China.
the paper.
The A4
yeah,
paper
A4
test
paper.
that your waist should be hidden once put across. Let's see,
No, it
let's see,
should
let's
be
see.
portrait, not landscape.
Yeah, has to be
No,
portrait.
this is
If
mine.
fail.
If it's me, I need cartolina.
Oh my gosh, fail. And there's another one, the belly button test. So you have to wrap your hand
my God.
around.
Oh,
and if you
wow.
can't touch your belly button,
Cannot.
fail.
Oh no, I'm
I
not that.
can't even touch my vertebrae.
Oh my gosh, I'm not that.
So
But
what
how is it for
they
the
want like a 20-inch waistline in China?
Oh,
my
well,
Is
look.
that it?
We're gonna call our friends perhaps next week to talk about beauty standards in China, perhaps Korea and the Philippines.
Actually, I want to
Yes,
know
yes.
what is the beauty standards in the Philippines? Because for me, I know that here they like when the girls are mapute.
Yeah.
Right?
How?
Mapute.
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 Not maputek.
Map-
Mapute.
The mestiza
Oh my gosh,
beauty.
the
But
white
also,
look,
there's
yeah.
a big look about morenas now. It's, diba? Like, it's being
least it's
celebrated.
We're
also.
in.
I'm trying to be
Knowing.
tan. I want to be more.
But next week, let's go. We're trying to get experts to be on the show. But the Pantone color of 2026, I'm so excited.
We're so,
Is
this
anybody
pillow is
wearing
in.
it? Yeah, basically.
It's
It's
Cloud
white.
Dancer.
Cloud
So
Dancer
is
is
that what
super
it's
white.
called? Yeah, so no, it's not super white. So I read what Cloud Dancer is. They said it's technically an off-white. It's more on the grayish white.
So it's gray.
It's grayish white. That's what they said.
And it dances.
gray-
And it dances. Yes.
Maybe a gray undertone.
It's a gray undertone.
It
Yeah.
Well, I
really
like it.
goes with the theme of, having all this chaos from this year. So next year is all about cleaning up and making things more...
Starting fresh.
There, make
But
That's
you know what?
right.
Talking about
Yeah.
starting fresh, there's just new thing, okay? The 90s are back with the younger gen set because it's called nostalgia pendulums, right? So apparently every 30 years, trends from a certain year come back because the kids at that point are now influencers or they've got
They've got their own empires.
they got their own
maybe.
empires, correct? And it's coming back. So the 90s are back
So
with
So
a
that's why if
vengeance.
you guys notice, like a lot of the Polly Pocket, the dolls, the Bratz dolls, they're
Cartoons.
resurfacing. 'Cause-
Even the music.
Oh, even the movies.
My
yeah.
child is into Sade.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so elevated.
She's
Sade.
very elevated.
Give me one Sade song.
Can you
I
sing
just
it?
dance na lang for you.
Go.
We'll take song and dance.
Can we zoom in on that?
But no. Okay, guys, calm down. But you know that's interesting.
Talking about
because
trends also.
Now I don't feel so tito. Now
We can relate.
We can relate
Yes.
now. So thank you very
Yo,
much
just-
for
I'm so
the
happy about
nostalgia
that.
pendulum.
Pendulum.
No, but you will feel like a tita though because of our guest today.
Wow,
Oh
thanks,
my.
ha.
Sorry to break your
Yes.
bubble.
Sorry to break your bubble, but
Our guests are the Gen Z
Stars,
new love
yes.
team, and I'm so excited for their movie that's coming up. What is it? Werewolf Boy.
Yes.
And actually, we're gonna talk about it because one of the guys who we're gonna be talking to, he had no speaking lines in the whole movie, right, Chal? As in,
Wow.
none.
None.
But
And
it's
this
not a
is-
silent film,
No,
right?
it's not a silent film. It's
an
just a silent film
adaptation
for
from
him.
Korea, a big Korean
Okay.
movie. So we're so excited to have, of course, stars Rabin Angeles and Angela Muji here
And
on the
of
set.
course, our week would not be complete with a little touch of fashion.
Oh yeah,
and
you have to
media.
say it. You're the only one who can say it correctly.
We also have Editor-in-Chief Loris Peña of L'Officiel, Philippines.
What was that one more time?
L'Officiel.
Says it so nice.
It's one of my favorite magazines.
Teach me because I'm gonna say it later.
L'Officiel.
L'Officiel.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Mai.
All right. Stay tuned for those conversations. We have a packed show, but first, the headlines. In today's headlines, Justice Undersecretary Jose Cadiz has resigned, this amid allegations of receiving kickbacks from flood control projects. The Sandigan Bayan acquits former PNP Chief Alan Purisima of graft charges over a controversial courier service contract. Signal number 1 is up in various parts of the country as Tropical Depression Wilma approaches eastern Visayas. And later in the show, we'll talk to the editor-in-chief of L'Officiel Philippines, Loris Peña, and rising stars Rabin Angeles and Angela Muji. Our top story, another high-ranking government official resigns amid allegations of receiving kickbacks from flood control projects. Ivy Reyes is reporting live from Malacanang. Ivy, I understand this was confirmed by Undersecretary Claire Castro.
My Palace Press Officer Claire Castro claims Justice Undersecretary Jojo Cadiz has resigned from his post. We are still awaiting confirmation from the DOJ because the Undersecretary could not divulge when Jojo Cadiz resigned and whether this has been accepted or not. Meanwhile, a source close to Yusek Jojo Cadiz has told Bilyonaryo News Channel just now that he has been reassigned to another post, although this is still pending confirmation because the DOJ has not released any statement as of press time. If we can recall, Cadiz was dragged into the flood control anomaly over ex-lawmaker Zaldi Co's claim that he played a huge part in transferring money to what Co alleges to be the president's house in Forbes Park. Cadiz is once again thrust into public scrutiny after a construction company named JSJ Builders Incorporated has been found to be under his son's name. JSJ Builders was established in 2023 under Cadiz's then 19-year-old son, now 21 and still in college. This year, JSJ secured 5 contracts worth 251 million pesos, according to a Rappler report. When asked about this firm and Cadiz's ties to it, Malacanang said the president has not spoken about this issue yet, but that they are welcome to any probe clarifying this matter. Meanwhile, still on allegations surrounding his administration, Malacanang asserts that Health Secretary Ted Herbosa still enjoys the trust and confidence of the president. This despite a complaint before the ombudsman over his alleged close ties with a pharmaceutical company, raising concerns of possible privileges enjoyed by that specific pharma. Now, we asked the palace about Executive Secretary Ralph Recto and his authority as former finance chief when billions of trust fund or balance from government-owned and controlled corporations or GOCCs were transferred, and Malacanang said and insisted that ES Recto was just following the law. Malacanang is quite packed with headlines today as the president just released a statement that a malversation charge is underway for the Discaya couple over a ghost project in Davao Occidental. PBBM has since instructed the DILG and the police force to track or to keep an eye on the whereabouts of Sara and Curly Discaya. Back to you, Mai.
Ivy, have we heard from the president about the recent developments in the ICI?
Mai, the president respects the resignation of former Secretary Babe Singson, but insists and asserts that the 41 million peso budget of the commission is already at their disposal. And the reason why Malacanang said the statement is because it is one of Singson's concerns that they cannot function without enough budget. Mai.
Also, IV presidential son Sandro Marcos showed up yesterday and gave a subtle message for the Dutertes in Davao. Did Malacanang respond to this already? Ivy? All right, I think we lost that connection to Ivy Reyes, but thank you, Ivy Reyes, joining us live from Malacanang. Congressman Edgar Erice accuses Malacanang of lying about its involvement in the flood control scandal. On Bilyonaryo News Channel's On Point, Erice questioned the palace's supposedly changing narrative, which makes him doubt its sincerity in uncovering the truth.
Lumabas si Saldico, sinabi na involved yung Malacanang. There's an accusation na involved si Presidente mismo. May 100 billion insertion. Sabi nila, walang insertions kasi yung insertion sila na nga gumawa. Ba't pa sila mag-i-insert sa budget nila? Pero nakalimutan nila na may 5 billion insertion for the office of the President. Why would the BICAM insert 5 billion to the office of the President, sa opisina mismo ni Presidente, na hindi niya alam? Sabi niya, binasa niya yung 4,000 pages of the 2025 GAA.
Yeah, but does one
Pero
really do that?
bakit hindi niya
Nakita yun.
ba't hindi niya nakita yun? Ba't hindi niya binito?
Erice also questioned why the president seemingly didn't block several allocations in the 2025 national budget.
2025, 473 billion yung insertion, diversions, amendments. Kumibo si Presidente, tinanggal niya lang yung 26 billion. Kasi sumobra na yung budget ng DPWH
Sa Education
sa
Department.
Education Department.
Which is against the law.
Which is against the law. Pero bukod dyan, pinabayaan ni Presidente na yung 60 billion sa PhilHealth ilagay sa flood control. Yung more than 300 billion na equity ng Philippine government dun sa ating mga foreign flagship projects, tinanggalan ng pondo, nilagay sa public works. Ang pinakamasama nun na nangyari na yon, dahil dyan yung metro subway na supposed to be matatapos ng 2028, dahil hindi na pondohan, na delay to 2032. 4 years. Yung PNR elevated rail na dapat matapos ng 2029, matatapos ng 2032. At dahil dyan, sabi mismo ng Department of Transportation, we will accrue an additional expense of 20%. So that's about 300 billion additional expenses. So bakit hindi kumibo dito si Presidente? So either alam niya ito, o ano?
What do you think?
Incompetence or complicity. But
Complicit.
both are impeachable offense.
I see.
Flood relief in Araneta Avenue, Quezon City could be delayed as a crucial pumping station faces procurement setbacks. Ian Maghanoy is on the line for more details. Ian, go ahead.
A delay of at least 2 months in the procurement of a needed pumping station along Mai Rodriguez Avenue in Quezon City is expected due to the imposition of flood control budget cut for 2026. This comes Friday morning as Public Works Chief Vince Dizon led the inspection of a flood control project rehabilitation along Araneta Avenue. Dizon explained that the pumping station, which removes excess garbage, sludge, and other waste materials, which was stuck in flood control drainage systems, could help mitigate flooding in the area, especially during heavy rains. Araneta Avenue is one of the major roads frequently affected by flooding due to its constricted drainage pipes, shallow riverbeds, and the tons of sludge collected in its waterways, according to the agency. Dizon said the engineers are still computing the expenses, and Quezon City First District Public Works engineer Johnny Protesta told Bilyonaryo News Channel that an estimated 150 million is needed for the procurement of the pumping station alone. However, Dizon said ongoing dredging activities in San Juan River, Araneta Avenue's main catch basin, along with the installation of larger drainage pipes along the avenue, are already underway and are set to be completed by February next year. It can be recalled that PBBM ordered last September a flood control budget cut for 2026 due to the flood control anomalies allegedly involving government contractors, some lawmakers, and public works officials. Mai?
Ian, how did Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon respond to the procurement delay of the pumping station?
Since the procurement of the pumping station will be delayed, in the meantime, Public Works Chief Vince Dizon appealed to the residents to at least practice proper waste management disposal, along with the help of scheduled talks of DPWH with the LGU and the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority. Mai?
Thank you, Ian Maghanoy there reporting to us from Quezon City. Two of the Diskaya couple's top luxury vehicles again failed to secure a buyer during the Bureau of Customs' second auction, despite lower prices. This includes their infamous Rolls-Royce. Andrea Salve is reporting live from Manila. Hi, Andrea. What's the latest?
There were no interested bidders for two of the Diskaya couple's top luxury vehicles. That includes their Rolls-Royce and Bentley Bentayga, despite lowered floor prices. That's 2 out of 4 luxury vehicles which were auctioned earlier today. All of these were the ones left unsold from the first auction last month. The first one sold today was the Toyota Tundra 2022 model to bidder RMCE Metal Products Trading Corporation with the winning price at $3,480,000. Meanwhile, out of 4 bidders, Jose Maria Esteban III came out as the winner, stealing the Toyota Sequoia 2023 model at $6 million. The infamous Rolls-Royce and Bentley Bentayga remain unsold. The Rolls-Royce received the biggest adjustment out of all 4 vehicles, with almost 10 million deduction from its previous floor price, while the Bentley went down by around 3.2 million. The Bureau of Customs initially said that the second auction could bring in a minimum of 58.3 million if sold at floor prices, but that was not realized today after the failed bidding. According to BOC Deputy Chief of Staff Chris Bendijo, they're already eyeing several remedies to, as much as possible, generate the maximum revenue they can generate. Among the remedies he mentioned is opening the vehicles for direct offers, which will be available to the general public. The option for condemnation remains available, says Bendijo, but he emphasized that Customs Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno prefers to convert these vehicles into revenue. Mai?
Andrea, did the BOC mention a deadline as to when they will have to dispose of these luxury vehicles, and what will happen to them if there are no buyers?
Deputy Chief of Staff Bendijo said that condemnation remains an available option, but as like what he mentioned, their goal is to really generate the maximum revenue they can generate from these vehicles. And he said that the commissioner for opening it to direct offers, Bendijo said that the commissioner will be the one who will determine the acceptability of the offers, also upon the evaluation of their auction committee. But the BOC is yet to establish the mechanics for this option. Mai.
All right, of course, ideally, they have to convert these into revenue. So there are no mechanics yet for, as you mentioned, the direct offers for these luxury vehicles?
Yes, there are no mechanics yet, but he said that they're eyeing it and they will soon publish the mechanics for this option. Mai.
Thank you. Andrea Salve, live from Manila. And we have this just in. The Office of the Ombudsman will file draft and non-bailable malversation charges against government contractor Sara Diskaya and several DPWH Davao Occidental officials in connection with the 96.5 million peso ghost flood control project in Davao Occidental. The said ghost project was contracted by St. Timothy Corporation, which is owned by Diskaya. This marks the second major case filed by the Ombudsman as part of its ongoing investigation into the flood control corruption scandal. Assistant Ombudsman Miko Clavano said they will formally file the cases against Diskaya and the other respondents before the RTC of Digos City within the day. In other news, November sees lower inflation, but onion prices have spiked since June. That's according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. Paolo Barcelon joins us on the line to break down the numbers. Hi, Paolo. So what caused inflation to ease last month?
My food items, particularly rice, meat, and tomatoes, as well as furnishings, household maintenance, and equipment, are the ones that contributed to bringing down the inflation rate by 0.2 percentage points to 1.5% in November. Assistant Secretary Divina Del Prado says a big factor to lower inflation was the constant implementation by the Agriculture Department of its maximum suggested retail price, or MSRP, for rice since January.
We started 58 pesos per kilo, I remember. But now, series of reduction in the MSRP within the year actually. But now it's 43 pesos per kilo. So we still see a negative inflation for rice. So ito yung malaki kasi yung weight niya eh.
In a text message to Bilyonaryo News Channel, Agriculture Chief Francisco Tu Laurel says government is trying to balance profitability of farmers and lower food costs, citing that rationalization of food systems is the way to go. However, the PSA noted a sharp increase of onion prices since June. From June to November, prices of red onion have risen by a total of 31 pesos per kilo, from 150 pesos in June to 181 pesos in November. Economy Secretary Arsenio Balisacan says government is trying to manage price pressures and inflation impacts, such as supporting the DA's 20 peso per kilo rice program and safeguarding against African swine fever, or ASF, to ensure the recovery of local pork production. The PSA also says it is closely monitoring the impact of the lifting of tariff suspensions on the overall prices of rice. Mai.
Paolo, which other products have seen lower inflation, and did fewer storms help ease inflation for food items, like maybe vegetables?
That is correct. To your second question first, my vegetables, the prices of vegetables rather have lowered down from October to November, partly because of the lower number of recorded storms. But this does not mean, Mai, that there are no impacts by monsoon rains or bad weather to agriculture. In fact, the PSA noted that there are areas such as Nueva Ecija and Pangasinan which have continued to see some agricultural damage. But when in terms of other products that have seen lower inflation, we've seen lower costs of cement. Particularly, that is one of the main drivers for the lower costs or the lower inflation for household maintenance, as well as lower prices of liquefied petroleum gas. Mine.
Thank you. Paolo Barcelon reporting. The opposition could have a problem in the 2028 elections if it doesn't have a major contender. Cleve Arguelles, President and CEO of WR Numero Research, says the opposition lacks a strong candidate since their frontrunner, Naga City Mayor Leni Robredo, already ruled out running in the next presidential polls.
The Duterte constituency has a clear candidate, VP Sara, and then yung opposition, the traditional opposition, supposedly, that the voters are going to VP Leni. So if she decides to skip the 2028 presidential elections, no, the question is, how are these votes going to be dispersed? Senator Ontiveros is at 2.4%, Bam naman is at 2%. But it's not the guarantee that these voters will move to them, no? Hindi kasi ganun eh. In Philippine politics, voters are rarely ideological and rarely, rarely about parties or even political factions. They're really about going for the personalities that they like.
Meanwhile, on the flood control corruption scandal, Arguelles said the Independent Commission for Infrastructure should be more open to the public. In their November 2025 Public Opinion Monitor, they found that nearly 2 out of 5 Filipinos are not aware of the ICI. Among those who are aware, public trust is divided on the fairness of the investigative body.
A lot of Filipinos are not really aware of what's happening. And lately lang naman yung ICI nag-investigate. So I think there's really a big communication problem for the ICI. You can't convince Filipinos to trust the process if in the first place they have no idea what the ICI is doing. They really have to change their framework in a way that they will be open and accessible to the public. Because at the end of the day, the public opinion that you want to be managed and you want to win over, diba? Kailangan mo mag-communicate sa kanila. If it will remain, so I think the Independent Commission is partly a legal process, that's true, but it's also partly a public communication agenda of the administration.
In other news, the Senate has approved a proposal to increase the local government support fund, but not the full amount requested. On BNC's The Spokes, Quirino Governor and the President of the Union of Local Authorities, Daxcua, said the proposed 44 billion peso increase is still being ironed out, with some reductions expected. He clarified as well that none of the additional funding can be used for flood control.
There was a specific letter that I saw where you are asking for an increase in the local government support fund.
Yes. Sec Edwin,
Can you just...
this year we're proposing an addition of 44 billion for the LGSF.
And I'm not sure if you were aware that this has been approved, and was there an increase in the LGSF?
I hear that it has been approved by the senators, but it has to go through the BICAM.
Okay.
Kasi hindi namin yun naibigay sa Kongreso.
Just to be clear, nabigay ng Senate yung request yung 44 billion?
Hindi po buo.
Okay.
Well, I think they're still trying to iron things out, but there are talks of some reduction dun sa 44. By the way, Sec, may just insert na yung pinopropose namin na 44, bawal ang flood control. So wala yun sa menu namin. In fact, there's a negative list, nandun yung flood control na hindi pwede. So, kung ma-approve man any amount for the LGSF expansion, none of it can be used for
Actually, that's unfortunate.
The Sandigan Bayan has acquitted former PNP Chief Alan Purisima and 16 others of graft charges over the controversial courier service contract with Rarefast Documentation Agency in 2011. The Anti-Graft Court's 6th Division, chaired by Associate Justice Sara Fernandez, ruled that the prosecution failed to prove their guilt beyond reasonable doubt. The court also imposed no civil liability on the accused and lifted the whole departure orders previously issued against them. In 2016, former Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales found that the PNP entered into a memorandum of agreement with Rarefast for the delivery of firearms license cards to registered gun owners. However, the company had no established track record as a courier service. The Ombudsman's probe also revealed that top PNP officials did not conduct any public bidding for the contract at the time. Let's get the latest on tropical depression Wilma. We have weather specialist Chris Perez on the line from Pag-asa. Hi, good afternoon, sir. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Ms. Mai. So far, tropical depression Wilma continues to move towards the eastern Visayas, Caraga area. And as of 10 o'clock today, it was estimated at about 235 kilometers east of Borongan City, eastern Samar. Because of this, tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 is in effect over the following areas: southern portion of Sorsogon, mainland Masbate including Ticao Island, northern Samar, eastern Samar, Biliran, Leyte, southern Leyte, Cebu including Bantayan and Camotes Island, Bohol, northern central portions of Negros Occidental. Wind signal number 1 is also in effect over the northern central portion of Negros Oriental, Siquijor, eastern portion of Iloilo and eastern portion of Capiz, Guimaras, Dinagat Island, Surigao del Norte, including Siargao and Bucas Grande Island, northern portion of Surigao del Sur, northern portion of Agusan del Norte, and over the province of Camiguin. These areas are expected to experience rains and occasional gusty winds with moderate to rough seas. Tropical Depression Wilma is expected to make landfall or pass close over the eastern Visayas or Dinagat Island in between tonight until tomorrow morning. So all of our residents of the areas with wind signals are advised to continue monitoring the 3-hourly update of Pag-asa, and the next update will be issued at 2 p.m. this afternoon. And that's the latest here at Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. I'm Chris Perez for BN.
And to those in Eastern Samar and the Dinagat Islands, stay safe. Thank you for the weather update. Weather specialist Chris Perez from Pag-asa. Coming up next, the creative mind behind L'Oficial Philippines, Loris Peña. Don't miss her take on trends, style, and the world of fashion. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back. We are joined today by a woman shaping the future of fashion media in the Philippines. As editor-in-chief of L'Oficial Philippines, Loris Peña has been championing Filipino voices while keeping the magazine at the forefront of global style.
So today we're going to dive into her creative journey, her inspirations, and the evolution of L'Oficial under her lead. And if you're wondering why we were doing that heart sign, it's because we're also going to be talking about trends.
Yes.
We just got taught that this is the Gen Z way of making hearts.
Yes.
Tama ba?
So, Loris, welcome to the show. Thank you so much. Okay, she taught me this earlier. She's like, this is what you call it, the Gen Z heart. So, no more na like that.
Like that,
no more na
wala
like
na.
that.
That's just a Korean way.
That's a Korean way, Asian way.
Yeah, so Loris, you know, I'm a big fan of L'Oficial ever since I saw it in a newsstand. Actually, it was L'Oficial Italia when I was in Milan, not so long ago.
Yeah.
But you have now overtaken the magazine for how many years?
As EIC, 2 years. But the magazine as a whole has been in the Philippines for 5 years.
And how has it been being an EIC trying to revolutionize I would say, personally, it's a couture cult fashion magazine. How has it been?
I mean, to be very honest, we started the magazine during the pandemic, which is like, number one, a crazy thing to do.
For print,
For
yes.
print. And also we started at a time where print was dying. So we started the magazine with just 4 issues a year. And then gradually we grew the magazine to 6 issues a year. And then now to a full-fledged 10 issues a year.
Wow.
With a combined month of June, July, and December,
January.
Yes, so we're fully back, and I guess that's an indicator that print is alive and well.
Definitely.
Yeah, but she's a very young EIC.
Yes.
And this is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
chill. No, Loris, before anything else, congratulations.
Thank you,
Really,
thank you.
like what Ferdi was saying, you know, young, hip, and you're in this scene for print. Correct me if I'm wrong, L'Oficial has been around for how many years? Around the world,
More
internationally?
than 100.
More than
actually.
100 years, yeah.
Because a few years ago, we celebrated our 100 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, more
So
than 100.
how do you differentiate it from all the other fashion platforms or magazines out there?
I mean, L'Oficial is the Filipino edition of a global fashion magazine. So our point of view is the with Filipino creatives and Filipino personalities, right? And bringing in global fashion here in the Philippines as well. So I think we're very proud of what we do, and we share those global stories and localize them.
Okay, do you also, because you basically import global fashion to your readership here, do you export Philippine fashion
course, yes.
to the globe? And do you have examples?
Yes, the best example that I can give you is our October issue.
Is it here?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is our October issue with Miss Anne Curtis.
She is the most publicized cover
Yes.
girl. I love you, Anne.
Yes, she's great. So
Yes.
this is a cover that we did with a brand. I don't know if I can mention. Am I allowed to mention?
Local brand?
It's with a global brand,
Okay.
Tiffany and Co.
Okay.
So this is a shoot that we did while we were in Bangkok. So we worked with a lot of Bangkok Thai creatives there. And so this cover is special because it was a local team, meaning me, who styled it, creative directed it. And then from the Philippines, this was syndicated to Singapore and Malaysia.
Nice.
Yes.
So she was the cover also of those.
Yes.
of
All
those,
Yes.
Okay, that makes me very proud.
Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of those actually. We've also done like a digital cover that was produced here, but then it was distributed digitally in other L'Officiels in Southeast Asia.
Okay, but how did they accept or what was the reception of Anne's syndicated covers?
I think it did very well. I think there's a lot of interest with Anne, especially that this year is like one of her big years with her series and
Her fashion,
her
fashion appearances.
Yes, and her content online. So
Yes.
I think she's becoming like a Asian superstar.
Definitely global already.
Yes,
yeah.
and definitely global also.
But you know, how do you choose your subjects as a cover or even the inside pages for fashion? What's the process?
I mean, for our covers, a lot of our covers are actually collaborations with brands.
Okay.
So we're looking for a girl who can represent the brand well. So whether it's her personal style, her story, we always base it on that.
We're never gonna get a cover.
Never say never.
Never say
Ferdi.
never.
We're never gonna be on L'Officiel.
Never say never.
You never know. Hi.
Because, like, you know, here in Bilyonaryo News Channel, we're very collaborative with publications such as
We're
yourself.
very coverable.
We're very coverable.
I mean, who knows? Nowadays, we've had personalities on our cover. We've had models on our cover, and it doesn't even like some of the covers that we have. These are people who don't have the usual engagement or following as other big celebrities.
Right.
So, actually, anything.
Yeah, but what subject will you or subject as in person, human being, would you never put on a cover?
I mean,
You don't have to say names, but you know the qualifications of that you would never put.
I guess.
a corrupt official.
Best answer!
I'm so sorry, but
Best answer. Fashion, but standing for what's right. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Loris, your career has been spanning through with publications all throughout. Of course,
Yes.
you've been doing this for years and years, and your expertise has always been there, whether beauty, fashion, all these brands. What's the Loris Peña brand as the editor-in-chief for L'Officiel?
I mean, our goal is to always feature what's new, what's hip. So we have our eyes and our ears to like what's up and coming. So our goal is to always feature young designers, especially locally. So we really try our best to attend a lot of like grad shows so we can really meet young talents. And also, I'm really interested in meeting young photographers as well, young videographers, even hair and makeup. And I think the magazine is such a good medium for that, like to try new creatives.
Right. You know what? We were at the beginning of the show. We were talking about how the '90s are coming back full swing, and it's called Nostalgia Pendulum.
Yes.
Do you think that this is a trend also in the fashion and publication world?
Definitely. I think a lot of trends, there's always like a re-up. Like it's like a cycle, right? So trends are just like coming back. So don't throw away your mom's vintage
Oh, I never.
items. I mean, a best example are like maybe luxury bags, right? a lot of the vintage bags are very covetable right now. So a lot of people want to get them.
So naswerte na naman ang mga Nepo babies. Kasi may bag.
I mean, not necessarily designer bags, like cute hobo bags.
So
Like what
let's pick up from
label?
that. Let's pick up from that. So in terms of fresh, what's new, we always want to be educated, especially for the coming year,
Yes.
2026. Tell us, what is fresh
I
and
mean,
new?
don't be alarmed, but boho is actually making a comeback.
Hold me.
Why?
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
boho
I
how?
got
Like low
lightheaded.
waist, big belts, lingerie dressing.
Elephant pants also?
back,
Okay.
so-
So one, boho.
Logos.
Okay.
Are logos back?
I mean, logos, the more of the patterned logos.
Okay.
Like very
so
80s.
No logo mania.
No more logo mania. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Ferdi.
But I don't do logo mania.
Let's see inside.
It's just got one little subtle thing here.
So fashion trend, boho, anything else that we're seeing?
Shoes, I want to know about.
I think a lot of people are going through the comfy stage now.
So is it the tita stage?
Not really, because a lot of the brands are coming out with like really cool sneakers, really cool ballerina flats.
What about
Oh,
sneakers
flats.
with heels? Remember that trend?
Yes.
Is it gonna come back?
I
Hold
think
me.
it will. Maybe next
Loris.
year. Maybe
I
next
thought
year.
that was buried and we
I
said
know.
that should be cremated.
No,
Okay, we're-
I love heels.
No, but
I
I've
really
seen-
No,
do.
but the sneaker heels, you know what I mean?
No, but
very
I've seen
Spice
the
Girls.
young generation wearing the vintage. I mean, now it's vintage for them.
Right.
They're
Vintage.
re-wearing it. They're reviving it.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
But look, I want to go with the look, like hair, makeup. Like, what's the look that's coming
are we
out?
going back to pale? Because you're talking about a resurgence of vintage. Are we going back to the plum colors?
Yes, like
So
the
dark.
red
We're back
lipstick,
to dark.
80s makeup and all those things.
80s makeup?
Yes,
Like bright
bright
blue,
eyes.
pink,
Yes.
eyeshadow.
Oh, swak ka.
Thank you, Mama Ron. Okay.
Even with like the full blowout with the hair.
Really?
Big hair.
Bigger.
I am so
You're
back,
so
ladies
in.
and gentlemen.
Bigger.
Big as in
bigger.
big hair.
Okay.
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah
Farrah
Fawcett's
Fawcett.
no bangs.
Yes.
Folks, if you're watching this, remember, Laura said no bangs. You can wear your
You can do
boho
like
shape.
a side bang, like a
The sungit side bang that you
The,
can
the
see.
one on the
Yeah.
side. The curtains.
curtain
Yeah.
bangs. Not
Really?
the- yeah.
How
What
about-
about?
Sorry, we're so excited.
I know, but shoes, because I've been seeing on the run, because I'm always interested. I'm a shoe freak. Ladies now are wearing shoes that basically are hard to function with.
No,
Mean
for
to
the sake of fashion.
mean to say you got your fur on the floor, or the fabric or the leather on the floor. That kind of trend, is that gonna stick?
I mean, personally, I don't think it's sustainable, but for fashion, I think it's such a statement piece. Good to have in your closet, but I don't think it's sustainable, like that you can wear it every day.
What about
What about jewelry?
Can we-
What about
accessories?
jewelry, accessories?
I mean, a lot of long necklaces are coming back with like big
I am
pendants.
so back for this.
Are you just talking to her today? Just checking out her outfit.
She's fashion forward.
Wow.
So,
That's what-
Tita Chal
So
is
long,
fashion.
long necklaces. How about the big earrings? Is that still a thing?
Not yet. It's mostly the
neck
the
ones.
necklaces holded by like a rope or like a.
Like a necktie
Yeah.
necklace.
What about, okay, there's a resurgence, like you said a while ago, and like there's a lot of celebrity collaborations with, of course, with jewelry brands, like global jewelry brands. Is that still sticking, or we're going back to vintage heritage pieces, or we're going towards the new look of, like, let's say a chain necklace? We're going back to stones. Are we going back to real stuff?
Well, there was like a forecast that I actually stumbled upon just the other day, and
Okay.
they're saying that minimalist jewelry is like exiting.
Oh, okay.
And then maximalist jewelry
So
is
costume
coming back.
jewelry is
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I like maximalist.
Yeah, like bangles on bangles on bangles, like layering your jewelry.
Cocktail rings will be back.
Yes, mixing your silvers with your gold.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, local scene, because that's something, of course, that you are pushing forward to the international scene. With local designers, who are you eyeing on that you see rising as well now?
I think there's a lot of good Filipino designers. Some of my favorites are Hamu. I'm sure maybe you guys stumbled upon them. Proud Race is also one of my favorites. Fortune WWD is also great. Carl Jan Cruz.
Yeah,
also,
love him.
Yes, he's also like one of the top designers. Kelvin Morales is actually
What
a lot
about
of
names
them.
in hair and makeup?
Hair and makeup. I think a lot of our the people that we work with in the magazines have transitioned to working with celebrities, and a lot of them have collaborations with brands like Jelly Eugenio, for example. Like he's doing a lot of great things with different brands. Yes, and I think his hair partner Paul is also actually launching something like his own brand. So I think that's very exciting.
Yes. You know what, earlier, Loris, we were talking about Chinese beauty standards.
Okay.
And Chal was explaining certain like...
like the wave look of having, you know, an A4 paper. It should fit your waist size, or your collarbone should be able to fit in
a fish, and it should
with
swim.
water, and it should be able to swim. Or even with the skin tone, it's blue tone, that kind of white na almost bordering blue.
Okay.
So how about in the Philippines? Yeah, true, blue tone.
Oh my God, what's the name of that movie where they're blue?
Smurfs.
No, not Smurf.
Avatar?
Avatar. Is that the look we're going for?
With a little bit of cloud white.
Because you can actually put a fish in an avatar and then they can swim. Is this something that your magazine will perhaps talk about or champion or not champion?
I mean, we're a Filipino magazine through and through, so we like to work with actually models who are the best with Filipino traits.
That's so nice.
Dark skin, morena skin. We love working with them, especially putting them in the beauty section. Because I think that's important for when the young girls open our magazine and they see someone that looks like themselves.
Yes, because I think that's a responsibility, Loris. I mean, not just putting out looks and hair and makeup. Do you feel like it's your responsibility to make sure that young men and women, when they read your articles, that they are positively charged with your stories or the things that you feature?
Yeah, of course. Like for them to be inspired when they're reading the magazine.
Right.
Definitely, it's something that we're very intentional in doing when we curate our stories.
What about real life stories of, let's say, mental wellness, which is super popular at the moment? Do you guys delve into that?
We do delve in those things. We had a wellness issue actually for our August issue, and we featured Miss Dolly De Leon.
Oh,
yes.
And what was the story behind
she
Dolly? I
talked
love
ab-
her.
Yeah, she talked about her mental health actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I did. Unfortunately, I'm sure I'm going to go research in your archives regarding that. And how did that go? What was the story behind that?
It was she just talked about her struggles actually, and some of the things that she goes through when she's working and everything. So that was a really good feature for us. It was with Meryl Soriano also.
Yes.
So they were having a conversation of like mental health.
Yes, Meryl has been a guest on our show, and she did mention her mental health journey. And it's a very important thing to talk about, especially when you've got like a Dolly De Leon icon actress that's global.
Yes, that was in our August issue.
Yeah, we're actually showing it right now, here right behind.
This
Wonderful.
is this is with Kath.
Okay, but this one is with
but
Dolly.
Yeah, this is our cover.
I grabbed one of your magazines and you could really smell.
Yes.
There's really something different when it comes to print. And now that you know it's all about the digital age, how is it for you to push, diba? Print forward.
Yes.
Print forward, because people are just consuming really online.
Yes.
So how do we put the relevance, you know, to people to still open a page, sniff and read?
So I mean, print doesn't live in isolation anymore. I think it's important to note that whatever we do on print, we also do like a 360 thing with our content on print. So it's amplified on our digital and social accounts. And sometimes we even do special digital content.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very different because people consume information now in a very snackable way.
Yes.
So besides like the usual fashion news and announcement and event coverage, we also do have digital features.
Okay, and my favorite part of your interview is what we call rapid fire.
Okay.
So anything that pops in your head, spit it out.
Okay.
Okay, you got yours?
Yes.
All right. You go take it away, my love.
Okay, it's not here, but I want to ask it, and I need to ask it. Favorite cover?
Favorite cover?
Your cover, yeah. Which one?
Liza, a few years ago,
Okay.
wearing Dior.
Liza a few years ago wearing Dior. All right, let's gonna go to my questions. Runway or street style?
Street style for
Street
me.
style.
Heels or flats?
Sneakers. I don't wear flats. Also.
Prints or solids?
Solids.
Minimalist or maximalist?
Maximalist.
Favorite local brand?
Fortune WWD.
Okay.
Your go-to accessory?
Rings.
What about your grill?
Oh, well,
I love her grill.
Cool.
Your favorite fashion era?
my favorite fashion era is probably maybe what's going on now. I mean,
present day.
Present day.
The reign of Loris. I like that. Okay.
Most inspiring designer right now.
I think Matthew Blase for Chanel. Great answer.
Paris or Milan?
Paris, for sure.
Fashion week must have.
Oh, power bank.
Practical, okay.
It's so,
practical.
no, because it really, I'm so sorry, because when you're at the shows
Yes.
and you're capturing the content and sometimes you need to send it or upload it, your phone is,
How many power banks do you have?
I just have one.
Well,
But
it's
I
a
leave
super
the
power
hotel
bank.
fully charged
Sure.
and make sure that my power bank is also fully charged.
Because fashion is real business, guys.
Yeah.
All right. One word that describes the future of Philippine fashion.
Promising.
I love that. So please, I'd really like to thank you for being on the show today and shedding light on L'Officiel because you guys are very mysterious. And now, not anymore. Loris is here.
Loris
Hi,
is all
guys.
out
Yeah, so
here.
thank you so much, Loris, for joining us. And we're going to chat a little bit more later.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be
thank
right
you.
back on The Daily. Just stay with us.
And hello, you're watching The Daily Dish. Viva Film is set to release its first movie next year called A Werewolf Boy.
Joining us now in the studio are the rising love team and stars of the movie. Rabin Angeles and Angela Muji are in the studio. I'm feeling the young, fresh
And I
vibes.
love their outfits. Look at it. They're so cute, matchy and
yeah.
everything.
So you guys are set to come out next year, tama ba? Next year siya.
January 14th.
With the movie Werewolf Boy. And this is, tama ba, adaptation from Korea?
Yes.
Wow, and I read through it. Of course, we did our research.
We watched the trailer too.
It is a big hit in Korea, and the star. Are you into Korean? I really don't know much.
Slight, but it's from what's his name? Song
Joong Ki.
Song Joong Ki. Yes.
And this is the movie that made him a huge, huge, huge star. So wow, congratulations to both of you. Ang tanong.
Where were we going?
Ang tanong. Are you guys excited? Let's start with that for this film, and why are you guys excited with it?
We're absolutely excited for A Werewolf Boy because, as you said, this is a huge hit in Korea. So we're excited to see how the Filipinos will accept this movie. And we did our own twist to it. So
Ooh, what kind of twist? Did you do a Filipino twist?
Yes, of course. So, syempre Filipino setting na rin siya. And we're just excited to see how people how people will see it in a Filipino perspective.
When you guys were reading the script, and okay guys, like a fun fact, Rabin did not have a script because the whole movie, you
ba?
said
Walang
nothing
line. Meron po
at
sa dulo
all.
lang.
Wait, anong itsura ng script? Like, blanco?
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, parang
the
sasabihin lang niya
A4
si
bond
boy
paper.
ganito, maglalakad. Yung parang sasabihin lang yung
So,
gagawin.
instructions lang yung meron.
Yun lang
So
po.
how was it when you guys were reading the script? What made you guys decide, okay, I'm gonna take on this role? And what was going through your mind, especially you, Rabin?
Actually,
Wala kang lines.
Oo, nakakatawa nga po. Nagsi-script reading kami. Tapos sila, ang dami nilang lines, ganyan-ganyan. Ako, nakaganon lang po ako sa kanila. Pinapanood ko lang sila.
Chill lang. Okay, you know, as a celebrated actor, you have so much fans. Paano mo itra-transcend yung galing mo sa pag-arte kung wala kang linya? What were your thoughts? How did you prepare yourself na, teka lang, you know, wala akong lines, how do I express myself?
Actually, bago po kami mag-taping talaga, kabang-kaba na ako kasi sobrang hirap talaga ng magsalita sa mga mata mo. Diba? Hindi mo alam paano mo siya paano mo sasabihin yung gusto mo sabihin nang hindi ka nagsasalita. Pero parang inisip ko po talaga, aso ako eh. Yung parang kailangan ko makipag-usap sa tao na aso ako.
So, paano mo ginawa your like method acting? Like, how did you prepare for the role?
Actually, parang may mga ano po kami, may mga workshops kami. Tapos every workshop, 1 hour po akong nasa floor lang, gumagapang.
Kumusta naman your knees? Because I saw it sa trailer, gumagapang ka talaga.
Sobrang dami ko pong pasa nung magti-taping ako. Tapos parang yung paa ko puro sugat na. Kasi nakapaa po ako sa forest. Sinasadya ko po na ako mismo hindi ako nagchichinelas para maramdaman ko yung location.
You know, as funny as this sounds, it really takes a lot for you to do that para maging from tao to be able to embody something else. And there's a reason why it's such a big hit in Korea. Kasama nila here si Lorna Tolentino, Candy Pangilinan. How is it working with such big stars?
Well, una po sa lahat, nakaka-starstruck because they're known in the industry and it's such a nice experience to work with these people po kasi parang sobrang humble po nila. Like, parang hindi sila sikat at all and they're super approachable and marami po kaming natutunan sa kanila.
Like, for example, what did you guys, maybe the biggest lesson each that you guys learned from the veteran actors?
Ako po from Miss Candy, I learned to be more light. Kasi although heavy yung character ko here, si Sarah, she's kind of a bit depressed. So, natuto ako na in between takes, to breathe, you know, it's not, you don't have to always be sad and sulk all the time. So,
Parang mami namin si Miss Candy din doon.
super nice.
Tapos si Miss Lorna, nung una ko po siya nakita talaga na starstruck ako, parang nahihiya po akong kausapin siya. Hindi ko alam paano po ako mag-eksena sa kanya. Pero dun sa dun sa eksena na, sobrang komportable po namin sa isa't isa kasi nawala po yung hiya ako sa kanya. Siya po mismo yung kumakausap sa amin talaga. So, super bait po ni Miss Lorna. Ang dami po namin natutunan sa kanya.
May ginawa ba kayong icebreaker, like before you guys all got on set, just to get to know each other para maging comfortable kayo with each other?
Yung sa script reading po, nag-meet po
So that's
kami.
where you guys broke the ice?
Yeah.
Okay, Rabin, you said na starstruck kayo, but the truth is, Rabin and also Angela, you guys have a huge following online.
Yeah.
You know, my niece who comes from an all-girls school, I was so surprised, like they're crazy about you guys.
No, actually, she had a really great story to tell me. That when you guys were in Jordan, you guys are international stars.
Yeah, so I was in Jordan traveling and tinanong kami ng mga tao doon na, where are you from? And we said, oh, we're from Asia, Philippines. And they were like, oh my gosh, do you know Mutya? Siyempre, that's what really made it famous. Mutya is actually Rabin. And we were so surprised because I still have the video actually on my phone. They really knew you and they knew the songs and the story. So how do you handle all that fame, that huge fame, especially online?
Actually, hindi pa naman po ganun ka famous. Hindi naman.
Hindi pa pumapasok sa
Oo,
ulo?
hindi ko po maisip na sikat eh. Hindi po sikat eh. Parang ano po, masaya lang po ako na may work. Kumbaga, hindi ko po iniisip na sikat na kasi wala pa naman po talaga doon. Malayo
But it's
pa.
international,
I know,
worldwide
I was like,
already.
y'all are worldwide. And this is the first movie na love team kayo, right?
Yes.
So how was that?
This isn't our first time working as a tandem kasi we had a series, pero it's our first movie. So there are some differences. Mas heavier yung scenes po dito since it's a melodrama as well. Overall, it's a really nice experience working with Rab kasi comfortable kami sa isa't isa
So
talaga.
cute, she just grabbed his
What's that?
Instincts, sorry.
Instincts also.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, so it's really comfortable already with
Yeah,
each
we're
other.
very close friends.
What's your favorite part about working with Rabin?
Oh, he's so fun to be with. It's like there's never a dull moment on set. Lagi siyang makulit, maingay. Kahit pagod na siya, he tries to keep everyone's energy up. Kumbaga, ginigising niya kami lahat with his energy. It's just a ray of sunshine. Nakakahawa yung kulit niya. Nakakahawa siya.
And for you, Rabin,
Ako po,
working...
pampalakas ko
Wait lang,
yung-
gusto ko na nakatingin talaga siya sa'yo habang
Yeah, I was
sinasabi
like,
niya.
so friends lang talaga kayo? Like, my feeling ako na, there's something
Marami
cute
magagalit. Wait lang. Let's get it down straight. Good question, though.
Because the way he looks at her and the way you look at him, I'm like, wait lang ha, guys. Nag-hold hands pa kayo. Sana all.
So what is it, Rabin?
Si Angela, pampalakas ko po ng loob yan. Tuwing kasama ko yan, parang, okay, kaya ko to. Kasama ko naman si Angela. Parang siya palagi yung siya yung palagi.
Hair raising like a werewolf. like a werewolf. Okay, what was your favorite scene sa movie that made you also feel kilig? Kayo mismo nakilig kayo.
I think we're...
Parang parang onti po yung hindi po parang hindi po kilig yung yung favorite scene ko. Siguro favorite scene ko talaga yung pinapaalis na niya ako. Yung super sakit kasi nung eksenang yun. Parang first time ko po makaiyak ng ganong iyak.
Natural ba the iyak when you guys took the scene? Or did you guys have to redo it?
Hindi, parang one take lang po yung iyak na yun.
Just
Sobrang
one
sakit
long
po
take.
kasi nung eksena.
Yeah.
Wait, try natin. Paiyakin mo nga ngayon. Paalisin mo na naman. Baka tayo naman ang fancy niyo.
No, but I actually want to know, because love teams here in the Philippines, sobrang laki, right? Like, that's the whole thing. Like, you are always, typically, as an actor and actress, especially back in the 90s, love team talaga, right? Do you guys feel na it's necessary to be in a love team to have that growth in this industry?
Well, honestly, I don't think it's necessary. It's just a matter of opportunities. If you were given the chance to be in a love team, if it means it's work, it's still work, You grab that opportunity, you don't let it slide. And being in a love team definitely boosts your popularity kasi we Filipinos, we love kilig, we love the tandems, right? So I think it really does help, but it's not necessary to make you famous. We all have our own talents that can make us shine alone or with someone. But in this case, I admit na Rabin is such a big help to me talaga. Kasi before I was in a love team with Rabin, nobody knew me. Like, I'm just a supporting character. But when I was paired with Rabin, suddenly people could recognize me in malls. And I'm super grateful to be in a love team with Rabin. And I don't think a love team is necessarily a bad thing.
Aw, her answer was
But,
so cute.
and so honest, how do you handle the pressure? Also because si Rabin may following na rin talaga, and yours is also truly growing na rin, na of course some people also want to see Rabin with other women out there and all. How do you handle that pressure na now it's you?
Honestly, it has crossed my mind na baka matandem siya with other girls because sinabi rin niya before sa interviews niya na ayaw niyang makulong sa love team. And I know that, so sa akin, I'm okay with it. Like I said, we're close friends and I'll always be supporting him kahit iba na yung landas niya or iba na yung path ng career niya.
Pero Rabin, do you see your love team, and not just, apart from your love team with Angela, do you guys see this as a forever thing na? May kayo na ba?
Ano po parang...
Kasi you said na ayaw mo forever, pero parang may forever kayo.
Kasi 3 beses kayo nag-holding hands dito
We're watching, we're all counting here.
Kung ano man po yung ibigay nilang work sa amin, kung halimbawa si Angela ma-pair sa iba, ako ma-pair sa iba, napag-usapan po namin ni Angela, pag work po talaga, ibibigay po namin yung best namin. Pero palagi, kahit po hindi kami magkasama sa pelikulang to, hindi kami magkasama sa seryeng to, susuportahan namin yung isa't isa.
Magkikita pa rin kayo?
Yes.
Love it.
Okay, Rabin, here's a different question. Paano ma-inlove ang isang werewolf?
Wow.
Gagawin niya lahat. Gagawin niya talaga lahat. Dito sa Werewolf Boy, makikita mo kung gaano magmahal si Boy. Kasi naghihintay talaga siya ng sobrang tagal para kay Sarah.
I'm so intrigued na paano mo enact yun with just your eyes
Hindi
for
ko
the
din po alam
whole
paano ko nagawa
movie.
yun.
So, how did you have that love, that longing eyes for Angela or Sarah in your movie, no?
Feeling ko natural na po yun, yung look of
Oh
love
my God,
ko,
he's a
eh.
Oh,
natural.
Okay, let's do this then.
Sorry.
You said a werewolf, grabe ma-in love, grabe magmahal.
Loyal.
And you only used your eyes. Can we see that right now? Pasample naman ng isang werewolf look kay Angela. Okay? Oh my God.
Everybody's collecting.
Let's see this. Okay, in 3, walang speaking lines ha. Magaling ka na dito, Rabin. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, they're so professional talaga. How did...
Nagsasalita talaga his eyes. Oh my gosh, can we give a big round of applause?
Everybody here in the studio some bass. Wow.
Rabin, you're so amazing. Tumagos sa akin, tapos nag-bounce kay Monique.
No, I felt that. I was like, wow, I felt the love. Grabe. But, okay, y'all can relax now because we're going to do a super fun segment. We're going to do our quick rapid fire. So it's just whatever first comes to mind when we give you guys like a set of questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can go first, Chal.
Okay, borrowing from Mo. First,
Okay, wait, mali pala.
first
Wait lang, we're not
question.
here.
First question.
Ang dami.
What genre would you really want to do?
Horror.
Horror ngayon.
Horror. Okay,
All right,
next.
so one thing people get wrong about you.
Mataray ako.
Mayabang ako.
Huh? That one I do not feel also. Ikaw, you've been so nice to us even in the makeup room. Okay,
y'all have been
next.
super nice.
One word to describe your feeling right now here at Bilyonaryo.
Kinakabahan po.
Really?
Chill.
Ako
Chill.
kinakabahan ako kasi hindi po ako marunong mag-English.
Hindi mo kailangan English.
Ako din kinakabahan, hindi ako marunong magtagalog.
Best answer we are! The best answer!
best Tagalog.
Mo. Honest kayong dalawa.
Pinag-uwisan lang ako here. Kapampangan na lang tayo.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Because you are actually from
Pampanga.
He's from Miami, kababayan.
Tapos sabi ni Mo, kaya ang last name niya Angeles.
It's Angela.
Kasi taga-Angeles po.
Okay, next one.
Okay, talent you have that most people don't know. Hidden talent, besides you communicating with your eyes.
Painting.
Ooh.
Painting. Wow, artist, true and true. Okay.
Ako parang wala po. Parang alam po ng tao yung talent ko. Napakita ko na lang.
Hindi ako naniniwala.
No, I
because
swear.
I've heard and I've seen online, grabe yung hanga sa'yo for being multi-talented. You can also sing.
Hindi po. Sayaw lang. Kaya ko po sayaw.
No, but I've
No,
also
we heard you sing.
And then also dance. So, multi-talented. Pero ano yung hindi namin alam na talent mo?
Wala po. Yun lang. Yun lang po.
Sports or nagluluto ka ba?
Marunong po ako magluto.
Kapampangan ka,
Opo,
so
marunong
nagluluto
po ako
ka.
magluto.
Kanyaman.
Ano yun?
Manyaman.
Masarap.
Masarap. O, see? Hindi ako marunong magtagalog, but marunong ako magkapampangan.
Favorite place to recharge?
My bedroom.
Ako sa condo lang.
Sa bahay lang.
Condo and chill. Okay. First thing you do when you wake up.
Nagdadasal po ako talaga. Yun
I
lagi.
drink water and thank God for the day.
So both very prayerful. Okay. Ngayon naman, a quote that you both live by.
Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. I know, cliche as it sounds, but everything I have right now used to be just a dream. So,
You dreamt this.
yes.
And now it's true.
I know, right?
Ako rin ngayon. Parang walang imposible kung anong pinapangarap mo. Maabot mo talaga yun. Basta kinikilusan mo.
Kinikilusan?
Sabihin mo.
Kinikilusan.
Kinikilusan, meaning
mo.
to take action. Diba?
I learned something new. Okay, let me translate this in Tagalog. Isang thing you can... Ay, wait.
Isang bagay.
Isang bagay na hindi mo kaya magtrabaho na wala.
Kape.
Cellphone.
No.
That's where I
They
read
understood
my
me.
script.
Kape and cellphone. Okay, next. Guilty pleasure.
Playing games for too long.
What kind of games?
Well, I play Mobile Legends, Valorant, Sims 4.
Is she a gamer?
Okay,
Ano
Rabin.
ba sa akin?
Ano yun?
Parang ang
Ano bang
deep
guilty
naman ang
pleasure?
thinking
Ano
mo
guilty?
dyan.
Oo. Parang old soul din si Rabin.
Oh, like they're holding hands. Fourth time na to.
Binibilang.
I'm counting,
Pakilagay ng
guys.
scoreboard sa baba.
Your guilty pleasure is probably drinking too much coffee.
Oo.
In a day,
Parang
nakaka-apat siya or
apat,
lima.
Same pala tayo. Coffee is life.
I can't do 4 anymore.
Okay, a trend that you guys wish would come back. Kahit fashion trends, food trends.
Oh, fashion trends. Probably the mustache from 2014. It's so cute.
Mustache or Rabin, take
Kaba mo
notes.
yan, Robin.
Dito.
Yung mustache na pins,
The
yung
bigote.
necklace, the mustache trend.
Parang di ko
The
alam
Aztec prints.
Ikaw, anong trend that you like seeing sa mga babae?
Yung ano yung tawag dito? Yung naglalagay
Choker?
Oo, yung magaganon po.
Yeah, yun nga.
Choker necklace.
2014 trend.
I like how she choked me there. Okay, favorite movie or series?
My favorite series right now is Bon Appetit, Your Majesty.
Yeah, I'm watching that too. It's so cute.
Ako Werewolf Boy, syempre. Favorite movie.
Movie, yes, Werewolf Boy.
Yun talaga, okay. One skill you wish you had. Ano pa bang skill ang gusto niyong magkaroon?
The skill to play instruments, because
Instruments.
I want to sing with instruments, but somehow, parang ang hirap matuto mag-aral
That's
ng
never too
instrument.
late.
Yeah, triangle.
Yeah.
Liar. Okay.
Ako maging singer talaga. Gusto ko po talaga maging
I-push
singer.
yun.
Oo,
Yeah, with
aralin ko
singing.
po.
So, pwede na natin
you
i-start
can do
ngayon.
that.
Hindi ko
Sama.
We
Hindi
make
ko
dreams come
marunong
true
kumanta.
here in Bilyonaryo.
Actually, that's very true. Okay, what's a song actually, Rabin? A song that represents you now.
Actually, Tagalog song siya. Parang palagi ko siyang pinapakinggan. Yung kay J. Rowan na Sige Padayon. Parang lagi niya, sinasabi niya doon na malayo pa pero malayo na.
Oh, sige pa dayon.
Sige
It
Padayon.
means to go. Go
So
for
it's
it.
far and then it's far then you go?
Hindi ko alam i-translate eh. Pero maganda
wait,
yung...
subukan. It's still far away, but you've also...
Come a long way.
Yes, you've also come a
that's
long way. So it's beautiful,
beautiful.
padayon. All right,
Okay.
next one. Something you overpack. Hindi mo naman talaga kailangan pero dinadala-dala mo.
I think kapag may shoot, I bring too many clothes. Kahit isang araw lang yung shoot.
Okay, need mo naman yon.
Ako lagi po akong walang dala.
Serious? Wala kang
Opo,
bag?
Wala.
So you do not overpack.
Wala.
He
Okay.
underpacks. Okay,
Last
our
two.
last question. A dish that you guys both love na you can serve every day.
I don't know. I could eat steak every single day.
Carnivore.
Sabi nga niya pagluluto niya ako ng steak eh. Palagi po niya pinapakita sa akin yung mga luto niya steak sa daddy niya.
Sinesend niya sa'yo?
Kaya po,
Pero
pinapakita
she never
niya sa
cooked pa
akin.
for you?
Hindi pa po niya ako
Ala,
pinagluto.
sis. That's,
I
mamaya.
cooked for you.
Ay, oo nga. Oo, pinagluto na niya ako once sa taping.
Siomai lang.
Ay, siomai.
And what dish was that?
Siomai.
Hindi pala steak, siomai.
At hindi luto, steam yun. No, but still, thank you so much.
They're so cute.
Yes. Angela, of course, Rabin, why don't you invite everyone watching you and your fans as well?
Hi everyone, we're inviting you to watch A Werewolf Boy soon in cinemas sa January 14.
Yes, magkita-kita po tayo sa mga cinemas.
Can't
Salamat.
wait. I want to watch this movie.
A werewolf boy. Thank you so much,
Thank
you
you po.
guys. And thank you for the... Ay, mali. Love.
The love.
Thank you
Love.
for the love,
Of
Bilyonaryo.
course.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for the Tagalog, Rabin. All right, Chal.
We've got stories from around the world, plus the latest in sports and entertainment after the break. The Daily Dish will always be right back. Thank you so much.
And you're back on the Daily Dish. We begin world news in central London, where crowds gathered as the Christmas tree in Trafalgar Square was lit up. It's a post-war tradition in which Norway sends a spruce to Britain each year as a token of gratitude for its support during World War II. The towering Norwegian spruce, shipped from forests near Oslo and installed opposite the National Gallery, is a familiar landmark of London's festive season. The tree will remain on display until early January. We now go to Virginia, where surveillance footage showed a raccoon stumbling through a liquor store. Let's look at the clip. This is the store in Ashland, and at one point, the raccoon appeared to drunkenly scramble up boxes and a shelf. In additional clips released by the state's Alcoholic Beverage Control Authority, the animal can be seen padding down the liquor aisle through shattered bottles and broken glass. The intruder was later found passed out in the store bathroom. I heard he's sobered up at the animal shelter. And now in Spain, stargazers were treated to a spectacular sight as supermoon lit up the night sky. The phenomenon drew attention across the archipelago, with many pausing to admire the unusually bright lunar display. Known as the cold moon, December's full moon shone brilliantly over the Canary Islands, casting a silver glow across its landscapes. A supermoon occurs when a full moon appears within 10% of its closest distance to Earth.
The Philippines officially opens their campaign in the 33rd Southeast Asian Games with the men's and women's football competitions in Thailand. The Filipinas kick off their run in Thailand with an afternoon kickoff against perennial rivals Myanmar in Chonburi, while the men's under-22 football team will tackle Myanmar in the evening. Both Philippine squads are looking for their first ever gold medal finishes in the regional meet. The 33rd Southeast Asian Games officially opens on December 9, with more than 1,000 Filipino athletes competing across 50 sports. The Samahang Basketball Pilipinas reveals the complete lineup for the Gilas Pilipinas men's national team that will defend their gold medal finish in the Southeast Asian Games in Thailand. VJ Pre, Justin Chua, and Alan Liwag complete the final 12, which is bannered by the likes of veterans Ray Parks, Robert Bolick, and Matthew Wright. This comes after what the SBP calls a, quote, tedious back and forth due to initially unclear and constantly changing rules in player eligibility. Gilas Pilipinas tips off their title defense on Sunday, December 14, against Malaysia.
And on entertainment news, two media giants part ways. ABS-CBN loses another home. TV5 releases an official statement on ABS-CBN's unsettled financial obligation amounting to nearly 1 billion pesos. TV5 maintains that ABS-CBN fails to pay what is due and gives no assurance of settling its obligations, affecting the Kapatid Network's operations. ABS-CBN, in a separate statement, acknowledges its financial challenges and highlights the struggles the network faces after losing its franchise in 2020. However, they deny allegations of willfully delaying payments, saying constraints are beyond control. TV5 pulls the plug on its content partnership with ABS-CBN effective January next year, straining the airing of flagship programs such as Batang Quiapo, ASAP, and more. In New York City, my favorite musician and designer Pharrell Williams got the top honor at the 39th Annual Footwear News Achievement Awards. Known as the Shoe Oscars, the event annually recognizes innovation and leaders within the fashion industry. Williams won the Shoe of the Year award for his Adidas Virginia Adistar Jellyfish sneaker collaboration. Designer and philanthropist Tommy Hilfiger received the Lifetime Achievement Award, while tennis player Coco Gauff was celebrated for her fashion on and off the court with the Style Influencer of the Year trophy. This year, the organization honored 14 brands, including Nordstrom, as Retailer of the Year, while Brand of the Year went to Jordan Brand. Don't go away. The Daily Dish will be right back.
And the Daily Dish, the hospitality industry is ending 2025 on a hopeful note, and the outlook is even brighter as we head into the new year. And SM Hotels and Conventions Corporation, led by ultra Bilyonaryo Elizabeth C., is helping push that recovery forward as it expands its partnership with premium hotel group Radisson. G. Baroga has the story.
It's been a tough year for the hospitality industry, dealing not just with corruption issues, but also with slower foreign tourist arrivals. For SM Hotels and Conventions Corporation, or SMHCC, Executive Vice President Peggy Angeles says the third quarter was very challenging. But even with the highs and lows, she says there's nowhere to go but up. She adds that November was a turning point and the holiday season is helping build even more momentum. She's optimistic the recovery will carry on well into 2026.
The business on books for the first quarter is looking very positive for the SM hotels and the convention centers, better than the first quarter last year. I think this is going to be the same trend for the industry altogether.
Over at Radisson Blue Cebu, General Manager Ann Olalo is also looking ahead with confidence. She says next year is shaping up to be strong for the MICE sector. That's meetings, incentives, conferences or conventions, and exhibitions or events, especially with the Philippine hosting of ASEAN.
While Manila and has the bulk of these meetings, Cebu being the second largest, I believe we do have a lot of these meetings. And the opening of the ASEAN Tourism Forum is happening in Cebu. It's going to be in Mactan by the end of January. But a lot of the hotels will benefit from all of these ASEAN delegates.
With its partnership with the C-led SM Group, Radisson Blue Cebu was built as the brand's first hotel in the Asia-Pacific region. And after 15 years, the two companies are expanding their partnership with new hotel developments in MOA and Santa Rosa, Laguna.
SMHCC says Radisson is its biggest hotel partner with the most number of properties under its portfolio.
Today marks our 18th hotel in the Philippines, operating and under development, so quite a large portfolio. Existing 6 operating hotels, and of course growing more with the SM family. I think we've gone through a lot.
They have been consistent with the brand standards that they offer and the assistance, and also in bringing our properties at a level where we believe we've contributed to the community and to tourism.
Aside from its 15th year celebration, Radisson Blue Cebu also kicked off the holidays with its Christmas tree lighting ceremony led by Ultra Bilyonaryo and SMHCC President Elizabeth C. It was also attended by Cebu Governor Pam Baricuatro and Cebu City Mayor Nestor Arquival, who shared encouraging updates on the province's recovery. G. Baroga, Bilyonaryo News Channel, Cebu City.
A brand new look, but the same smooth, sophisticated taste, one of the world's iconic whiskey brands gives us a taste of their latest offering, where modern meets timeless. Let's watch this. One of the world's most celebrated whiskey brands is ushering in a new chapter. The Macallan unveiled its reimagined design in an intimate whiskey pairing session. The private event gave guests a first look at its refreshed identity, a redesign that blends heritage with modern craft.
The Macallan has always been known for evolving. The Macallan has been around for over 200 years. So of course, we will evolve with the times, with our identity will evolve as well. So every so often, it makes sense for us to have a little bit of a refresh in our design, and this collaboration with artist David Carson was the perfect collaboration to be able to encapsulate all those ideas, that DNA and identity of the Macallan that make it timeless.
Beyond design, The brand says the refresh reflects its commitment to sustainability, from materials used in the packaging to long-term environmental goals.
This collaboration with David Carson also includes those elements of sustainability with this new design, with using less glass in our new bottles, using less non-renewable materials. And so we're very much in touch with nature. And so that is the direction we're going. Just as the same as the Macallan's goal to be net zero emissions by 2045, we include that in everything we do. So it's also included in this new rebrand or brand design.
The reveal also highlighted the Macallan's expanding portfolio, including limited releases that whiskey fans look forward to each year.
Our timeless collection, being our timeless collection, I have a feeling that this design will stay around for quite a while, but that's not to say that we don't have many limited edition releases that come out through the year. You know, we have our Harmony collection, we have our A Night on Earth series, and these limited edition series collections have a release yearly that always have an exciting collaboration with it, an exciting new design. So that's something that our fans and our consumers would always look forward to every year.
Guests were also shown the finer details of the new bottle, from natural oak stoppers to design cues inspired by the distillery and its long-standing partnership with Spain.
But we've retained some design cues from our last packaging, such as the very big labels on the front and the back of the packaging, and the red triangle that on this part of the bottle. We've retained that from before. That symbolizes the sherry triangle in Jerez. So our partnership with Spain has gone on for decades. And another new element, of course, is the back of the label that incorporates some of David Carson's designs together with the flavor notes.
With craftsmanship, identity, and sustainability at its core, the Macallan hopes this reimagined look will continue resonating with both longtime whiskey lovers and newcomers.
And on Monday next week, the Daily Dish, we will be speaking with singer couple Lyra Mange and Gian Magdangal. We'll also have restaurateur Miss Stephanie Lim. Catch those conversations live at noon only here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
And how many days left till Christmas? I think 20
days
till Christmas. Get your shopping done. That's it for us today. Friday, December 5. Join us again on Monday for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With Zero Filter, I'm Monique Tuzon. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
And I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matter most.
I'm Chal Chang Lontoc. Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Thanks for making us your lunchtime companion. I'm Mai Rodriguez. That's the Daily Dish served. Happy weekend!
Happy weekend!